Alright, in this section I'm going to try to prepare you for the next section, which is normal distribution. What we're trying to do is, up until now in our previous sections, we talk about a lot of different probabilities. Probability. In these sections, in the future sections, we'll notice that probability is a lot of times referred to as area. So what we're trying to do is we're going to try to make connection between probability and the area, and we're going to look at things more geometrically. So here we're going to try to develop sense of what the area is like under this normal distribution curve, because that corresponds to probability. So let's get the first one. We call that the total area under the entire normal curve is 1 or 100%. This directly comes from probability, because total probability of any random variable is 1 or 100%. So area, we're going to think of area as the probability. So the total area of this graph is 1 or 100%. So let's look at number 1. Shade area requested, center 75%. So center means somewhere in the middle. If you look at the next one, it says middle 20%. So these are actually center, middle. We'll use it interchangeably. 75%. So I want to pick some middle 2 points right in the middle here. Let's say something. I did something like this. I'm like, okay, if the entire area is 100%, do I think this is like 75%? Maybe this is like not even half. So maybe this is too small, because 75% is bigger than 50%. So it has to be more than half. So maybe something like this. For now, I'm kind of estimating what these 2 points are, but I want to pick it so that it's as close to 75% as possible. But at least for now, it's like my estimate, because here I want you to just have a sense of what 75% is. Okay, now I'm going to have you try the part B and part C. It's middle 20%, so I want you to kind of draw the line somewhere here so it captures middle 20%, bottom 5 and top 5. So here I'm going to have you try part B and part C. Alright, so a z-score is the number of standard deviation. Standard deviation from the mean data point on the normal distribution. Standard normal distribution, the mean is 0 and the standard deviation is 1. Again, we talked about z-score before at one point. When z-score is 0, that means you're exactly at the center or the mean. When z-score is positive, you're above the average. When z-score is negative, you're below the average, right? So let's see if I can look at number 2, part A. It says lower 10%, so I know it's like here. These are the lower side, this is upper side, this is center in the middle, right? So lower 10% means I'm going to shade something here so it captures 10%. So first I'm like, is this going to be like 10%? That looks too small to be 10%. Again, the whole thing is 100%. So I want you to have an idea what 10% kind of looks like. So maybe this is a little too small for 10%, maybe 10%, that's more like 5%, maybe even 3%. Maybe 10% is something like this. Again, the whole thing is 100%, so 10%, I want you to have an idea what 10% kind of looks like. So it says estimate the z-score, so it's somewhere between -1 and -2, so maybe it's like -1.5. That's my guess. Again, I don't know exact answer. Next section, we're going to precisely calculate exactly what number I need to pick. But here, at least I have an idea. So for the next questions are all kind of estimating. So for now, we don't know the precise answer, but I want you to kind of have an idea of what these percents look like on the graph. So for part B, lower 45%. So lower side here, 45%, again, 50% is half, so you have an idea. 75% again is 3/4, right? So more than 50%, less than 100%. So I think that's it. So I'm gonna have you just finish the rest of the worksheet.